obviously we're not meant to be doing this. Oh, it's a big eel. It's a big eel. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of that. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Let's do that with that now. Just put it wraps up. There we go. That. Another big one. Another big eel. Oh, there's a death roll. There's a death roll. Yeah, cheers. It's killing some time. Get them on the boat there. Oh no, he's in the other ring now. Oh, this is staying now. I'm not doing this anymore. Not doing this anymore. Not doing this anymore. Yeah. Good evening and welcome to the Amputee Angler. We're out on the boat and we've had a little bit of time in the harbour. It was a bit rough earlier, so we had a couple of hours in the harbour. Little play about, couple of eels, and a bit of dinner and a couple of cups of tea. And the weather's fine right away now. You can see where we are. We are just out the marina. The marina's just here. And we're just drifting along, and the target tonight is Dover sole, and we are going to stick some crab baits out in case there's any hounds in close. Plan is to fish the last couple of hours of the ebb, and we've got a bit of wind over tide at the minute, and then we're going to stick the anchor in coming dark when the tide turns and floods, and then we're going to really hit these soles hard. Small baits tonight, size 2 hooks, little short traces on booms. I'll show you the rigs later. Bits of ragworm, bits of lugworm, tiny little 1/4 inch bits, and hopefully we can pick out some of these Dover sole and get that ticked off the list for the year. Dean's with me, he's just out of sight, but he's made some rigs up, and I think they're going to work quite well. So stick with us. Fish up. Fish up.
Mackerel. Also, you filming?
First fish of the night.
Oh no, that's a flatty. Plaice. It's not. That's a nice place.
That's a nice place. First fish of the night. Then you string that in. There we go.
Well done.
First fish of the evening is a lovely Plaice. There we go. One of the targets. We are targeting Plaice at the minute before darkness comes. So that's a good start. And that's actually a real nice Plaice, to be fair. Oh, that's actually quite a chunky little Plaice. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we're going in.
Got it. I don't know. Sorry, mate. Oh, mate, that really went.
There we go, we're in. So we found a fish already, so
Sorry.
I'll show you the fish. I've got a rod there in front of the screen. Let me get set here. Let me get set and I'll come back to you. There we go, first drop. We've just got out. And Deano made some rigs up. I think he called it a Dutch rig, Dean, didn't he?
Yeah, Dutch rig.
Yeah, Dean called it a Dutch rig. So it's basically a large Plaice spreader boom with another hook above it on a little boom. And first drop down, we've got a lovely chunky Plaice, first drop. It's got some meat on it, that one. That's actually quite a chunky little Plaice. So we're out here in a minute. We've got wind over tide at the minute. They've got a slight west-northwest wind. And then later it's going to go around northerly. But it was quite horrible earlier, and we've waited in harbour. We've actually had dinner and a nice cup of tea for a couple of hours in the harbour. Had a sneaky little fish up and caught a couple of eels. We've come out and it's actually really comfortable now, and it's only going to get better. So Plaice first drop, and looking like we might be in for a good night. So going to fish the last of the ebb, couple of hours, And as it gets dark, we're going to stick the anchor in and we are going to target some Dover sole. Fish on. It's just a 2-hook flapper, this one. It's just a 20 60 gram spinning rods again, this. Just what I always use inshore. And it is, oh no it's not, this is Deano's boom again. It's got another Plaice, it's taken both hooks. Look at that.
Greedy bugger.
I don't know how well you'll see it there, but if I show you, it's obviously had a little bit of time to develop, but it's taken the 2 hooks in the boom and it's taken them solid as well. One swallowed right down and the other one's in its mouth. So second one of this on the rig, 2 drops with this rig and 2 fish, Dean.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, have you told about the weight above as well?
Yeah, sorry Dean, what you say. So what we've got here, it's basically a clip swivel down to a little bullet lead, couple of beads either side as normal. And then we've got a little twisted French boom there. I think they're French booms, aren't they, Dana? Twisted French booms.
Yeah, twisted French booms.
Down to what is essentially a spreader boom. Oh, Dean's got a lovely fish as well. So, you know, I'll deal with this and I'll try and get Dean in camera as well. This one's taking the hook down here. What you got there, Dean?
Oh, this rod's quite bendy.
Dean's got a fish out of sight as well. So, we are after a little bit of a blow here and it seems the fish are on the feed, which is a good sign for tonight. So, hopefully...
I've got a gurnard.
Oh, Dean's got a gurnard first drop.
Here.
I know someone will be very jealous of this. Dean, if you just show that to the camera for us. There you go. No, you're right. Dean has got a lovely tub gurnard. There we go.
You can see it.
We're 3 drops down now, 3 fish. So this is looking really positive. Well, we're fish a drop here at the minute. It really is alive. I haven't quite got them all on camera because it's happening so quick, but Deano's bagged 3 gurnards already now. And I've got something on here. And I've got a gurnard as well. Little baby tub gurnards. There we go. In fact, that one, no. This I think is a grey gurnard. No, it's a tub. I thought it was a grey. I got excited there because it's on my species list. Had its fins tucked in and it looked deceptively grey. But yeah, little baby tub gurnard. Covered in spines, these things. Just taking that blood down. Here it comes. Yeah, look at this. Still a little bit of swell here, so I'm a little bit unsturdy on my feet, but look at that. Yeah, quite clearly a tub gurnard now, but he coming up through the water, he looked like a little grey. Look at those fins. Try and show you the colours on the camera. But they walk along the bottom like that, so they sit there with their fins out, and that's how they sit on the bottom, and then they snap at the baits as they come past, and the bigger ones will actually grunt at you. He's a little bit small, this one, but he's going to go back. Very small, but he's a pretty fish. Not long been down. Got it. It's very rattly. Deano's rigs really are working well. I've got a 2-hook paternoster on the other rod, so the hooks are slightly off the bottom, and it's had 1 bite, and that's it. This is another little Plaice, this one. It's just got off as I got to the boat. So yeah, another tiny little Plaice that. But they wanted the baits hard on the bottom, so it's a good little experiment tonight. Obviously with Dover sole, you want the baits. You want the baits on the bottom anyway, clearly. But yeah, even the gurnards aren't touching the paternoster, so later on it'll all go for the booms, I reckon. Yeah, 2 on the bottom and 1 at the top. There we go, we've got a double look up. I've got 1 here and Dean's got 1 out of shot as well. Oh, these are straight away ravaging these baits tonight. Still a slight westerly. We got Dean's got another gurnard, and I've got another Plaice. They're loving it. They are loving this boom. Oh, it's brilliant. Get it in. There we go. Another Plaice. Fish on, guys. Try and balance and stand up. Lovely sunset over the I-360 in Brighton Palace Pier. And what have we got here? This is Deano's boom again. And we've got it's another flatty. There we go, another one. Place number 5.
Bigger Gavin.
This is Deano.
It's only a light rod, by the way.
Yeah, it's only a light rod. Yeah, don't be alarmed. Yeah. He hasn't got a double figure or anything on here. It's just a light rod. We're fishing light gear. That's just gone arching over. It's been weird. Same rigs. Oh, Deano's got a first place of the night. There we go. That's another place. I think that's about 6 or 7 for the night already. That is. There we go. Well done, Dean. Yeah. First one. Deano's been catching loads of gurnards, but that's a different rig though. Look. Deano's got basically a 1 up, 1 down rig there.
Well, the hook straight up the mouth.
So yeah, there you go, nice. And over we go.
She's gone.
Well done, Dean. Look at that for a view, eh? That's our view for the evening. There's a bite, there's a bite. There's a fish. Got the camera on now, we won't get it.
Got it on.
I think it's sitting on there.
Is it not there?
Yeah, it's there. It's just a place there. Yeah, it's on. There it is, woken up now. Nose is hooked. I think it's probably going to be a Plaice. Got a bite and it just went dead. I think it just sat there, which probably means it swallowed it. Give them a second to get it in and they engulf it. If it is a Plaice, which it is, that'll be Plaice number 7. I've got a bite. Oh. There you go, take it, take it. It's a little Plaice for me. And Deano's got, turn Deano around there. Deano's got a little tub gurnard. Yeah, tub? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now self unhooking.
Yeah, self.
There we go. You got something on?
Yeah. What's that like? Oh, it's a double. Oh no, it's a. No, it's a mussel. It's a stonefish.
Mussel bread. This is the Plaice brown.
Yeah.
That's how I know the Plaice are. It's a mussel bread. Another Plaice for Dean and a set of mussels. Here we are. Look at that. This is what you want. This is what. Well, I say that. I've just lost a set of gear, but I'm before you unhook it. Come on in. Down there. Look.
There you go.
Set of mussels there. That's what the Plaice are here feeding on. That's a proper little mussel. Oh.
That's painful, sorry.
So, set of pea mussels and proper mussels there, but I lost a set of gear there, but that's what the Plaice are feeding on. Come. Another diddy Plaice. Another diddy Plaice. Here we are now. We are at anchor. As you can see, the light's starting to fade ever so slightly, and we're no secret where we are. I'm not going to move the camera, but we're about 400 metres, maybe 300-400 metres off the east arm of Brighton Marina. They've been getting a lot of Dover sole off there, hounds, a few undulates as well. So there's fish being caught off of there. We're just off of there, so that's the thinking. On a bit of mud, sand, and we're now at anchor, and we're going to stay here for the night. It's about half hour, 40 minutes before the bottom of the tide, so normally we'd be facing the other way. But we've still got a little bit of a westerly wind, which is actually dragging us the way we're going to be going when the tide turns. So we put the anchor in early, and we're just going to get some tip lights on the rods. I've let a couple of my commercial friends know where we are, so we're all good. So hopefully now we're just going to let settle. As soon as the darkness comes, hopefully we're going to get into the sole. Sole mainly feed at night. Plaice tend to move in the day, feed in the day. and sole are the opposite. They will feed at night. The commercials this time of year, the set netters, they do a thing called quick shooting. So they will literally leave. I know one of my friends is leaving marina at 1:45 in the morning, and he will shoot his nets away. And as sun is coming, literally a couple of hours later, he will haul his nets up, and all he will have in there is primarily Dover sole. If you leave your nets in too long when you're doing that, and daylight comes, those plaice start moving, and you can fill your nets up with tiny worthless plaice. So that's why we fish for sole at night, and that's what we're going to do. So fingers crossed, we've got the bait, we've got the gear. Hopefully we have got an idea. First fish of the night. Sorry, I know you can't see it, I've got the deck lights on, but it's another plaice. Not what we want. Not what we want. Dean, he had a little bite, a little tiny bite registered, and it went quiet. Now he has got some dead weight, and I'm going to try and keep in the light. What's he got?
Baby Ray.
Baby thornback. There we go. Look at that, let's get that in the light.
Oh,
look at that, Deano.
Oh, well,
that is a tiny little baby thornback ray. Bit of weed on his head, but that is a babby. He's just bit my finger. That, look, there's the underside of him. Another species for the night though. Well done, Dean.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a little a little bite there, didn't you, Dean?
Yeah.
And then we thought it might have been a sole moving on the bait, because sometimes a bit like plaice.
There he goes.
Yeah, baby there.
Oh.
Tiny that.
Gorgeous.
Put him back.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it rain?
No, I think it's just a fish.
Yeah, so he had a bite, and then we let it sit there for a bit. We thought it might have been a sole moving on, and it was the exact opposite. It was a ray. So yeah, happy days though. Good start. It's got both hooks, hasn't it? Bit of the camera up. 2 seconds. Right, here we go. It's been a tough night. The night fishing hasn't gone how we thought it was going to. It's no sole so far. Got a nice double shot though. Got a nice plaice and a dab on there. Dab's a new species for tonight. So been really dead quiet though. We haven't had nothing. Literally no, well, 2 little tiny bites. There we go. Yeah, 2 little tiny bites. And I think this one must have been sat on there for a while, because it's yet again taken 2 hooks. And there goes the kettle for a cup of tea. Just gone midnight now, 12:15. Gonna stay a bit longer and then we're gonna go. Okay. Dab, look, almost translucent there, look. You can almost see right through them. And this greedy little plaice, it's taken 2 hooks. Ah.